In today's video, we explore 19 Allegiant Air interview questions and answers. Each answer is designed to help you stand out compared to other candidates and move on to the next round in the interview process. Here's a bonus tip. Research the company and review the job description so you can incorporate key skills relevant to the job role in your answer. Question number 1. Can you tell me about yourself? Interviewers want to see if you can introduce yourself in a clear, professional, and friendly way. They're looking for relevant skills, experiences, and qualities that align with Allegiant Air's focus on safety, customer service, and teamwork. Keep it professional but approachable, ending with why you're excited about the role. Avoid going too far into personal history. Focus on what makes you a strong fit for the job and how your background supports Allegiant's mission. Think of this as your chance to make a confident, positive first impression. I'm someone who enjoys helping people and keeping things running smoothly. I've worked in roles where I had to stay calm under pressure, solve problems quickly, and make sure customers felt taken care of. I'm dependable, work well with others, and like creating a positive atmosphere for both coworkers and guests. Over the years, I've learned that patience, empathy, and clear communication go a long way in keeping operations smooth, especially in fast-paced environments like travel. I aim to make customers feel valued, even in stressful situations, and my past roles taught me to think ahead, anticipate issues, and address them before they escalate. I'm drawn to Allegiant because of its friendly culture, reputation for affordable quality travel, and strong commitment to safety. I'd be proud to contribute my skills to help every passenger have a safe, enjoyable journey while supporting my team to deliver exceptional service. I believe my mix of customer focus, adaptability, and teamwork will help me thrive in Allegiant's dynamic and fast-paced environment. Question number 2. Tell me about a time you worked on a team. They want to see how well you collaborate with others to reach a common goal. Allegiant values teamwork between crew members, ground staff, and operations, so your answer should show cooperation, adaptability, and communication. Choose an example where the team achieved something important because of your contributions. Keep the focus on what you personally did to make the team stronger and more effective. Using the STAR method, situation, task, action, result, will help keep your answer clear and structured. In my last role, we had a week where our team needed to process a very high volume of customer requests in a short time. We divided tasks based on each person's strengths, and I checked in with teammates to make sure no one fell behind. When someone struggled with a backlog, I jumped in to help while still managing my own responsibilities. We completed the work ahead of schedule, and our manager praised our coordination. The success came from open communication, mutual support, and maintaining a positive atmosphere, even when things got stressful. I also encouraged teammates by acknowledging their efforts, which boosted morale and energy. From that experience, I learned that teamwork is not just about dividing tasks, it's about helping each other succeed. At Allegiant, I'd bring the same attitude, making sure my crew stays coordinated, supported, and ready to deliver safe, efficient, and friendly service from departure to arrival. Question number 3. What role do you typically play on a team? Interviewers want to know how you naturally fit into a team and if your role benefits the group's success. Allegiant crews need people who can both take initiative and provide support when needed. Choose a role that shows you're adaptable and willing to do what's necessary for the team. Provide an example that highlights how your approach has led to positive outcomes. Show that you understand the value of balancing leadership with collaboration. I naturally take on the role of keeping things organized and making sure everyone is on the same page. I like creating structure so tasks are clear, deadlines are met, and no important details get overlooked. In one group project, I developed a shared checklist, kept track of our progress, and offered help when someone fell behind. I also encouraged open communication so we could adjust quickly if priorities changed. While I'm comfortable taking the lead when needed, I'm equally willing to step back and provide support when others are best suited for the task. I've learned that flexibility within a team builds trust and keeps performance strong. At Allegiant, I'd use this same approach to help my crew stay coordinated during flights, from pre-boarding checks to passenger service. That means keeping everyone informed, ensuring procedures run smoothly, and stepping in where needed so operations remain efficient, passengers feel cared for, and the flight team can work together without unnecessary stress. Question number 4. Tell me about a time in a group setting in which you took a leadership role. They want to see if you can step up and guide a group toward a goal. At Allegiant, leadership often means keeping the team focused, solving problems quickly, and ensuring passengers remain safe and satisfied. Pick an example where you took charge in a way that brought people together. Highlight how you made decisions, supported your team, and ensured a positive outcome. Show that you lead with both confidence and respect. During a project with a short deadline, our team didn't have a clear plan and progress was stalling. I took the initiative to organize a quick meeting where everyone could share their strengths so we could assign tasks effectively. I set smaller goals with mini deadlines and encouraged regular updates to catch issues early. When one teammate struggled to meet their part, I paired them with another team member and helped reassign certain tasks to balance the load. I made sure to acknowledge each person's contribution so everyone felt valued and motivated. We ended up finishing the project ahead of schedule with high-quality results. This experience taught me that leadership isn't about doing everything yourself. It's about guiding the team, making clear decisions when needed, and keeping morale high. At Allegiant, if a flight situation required quick coordination, whether for an unexpected delay or a passenger service challenge, I'd step up to direct efforts calmly, keep the crew informed, and make sure our team worked together to provide safe and exceptional service under any circumstances. Question number 5. What would you do if a teammate wasn't pulling their weight? Interviewers want to see if you can handle conflict or performance issues in a professional, constructive way. Allegiant values crew members who address challenges with empathy but also keep the team's performance and safety in mind. Show that you try to understand the situation first before taking action. Emphasize collaboration, problem solving, and knowing when to involve a supervisor if needed. The key is to demonstrate fairness and a focus on maintaining strong teamwork. If I noticed a teammate wasn't contributing as much as expected, I'd first have a private conversation to understand what might be going on. Sometimes personal challenges, unclear instructions, or heavy workloads are the cause. I'd listen to their side, offer help, and make sure they fully understood their responsibilities. If it turned out they needed training or resources, I'd help them get what they needed to succeed. I'd also encourage open communication in the team so everyone stayed connected and accountable. If the situation didn't improve despite these steps, I'd bring it to a supervisor in a respectful, solutions-focused way. I know that at Allegiant, every team member plays an essential role in passenger safety, on-time operations, and the overall travel experience. Addressing an issue early helps protect team morale and keeps the operation running smoothly. My goal would always be to resolve the problem in a way that supports both the teammate and the success of the whole crew. Question number 6. Why do you want to work for this company? They want to know if you've done your research and understand Allegiant's mission, culture, and unique place in the airline industry. Your answer should connect your personal values and career goals with what Allegiant stands for. Avoid generic reasons like "I just need a job." Be specific about why Allegiant is the right fit. Mention their reputation for affordable travel, strong teamwork, and customer service. Show excitement about contributing to their success. I'm drawn to Allegiant because it combines affordability with a strong commitment to safety, reliability, and exceptional customer service. I admire how Allegiant focuses on connecting travelers to destinations they care about, often through routes that larger airlines don't serve as directly. This approach makes travel more personal and accessible, and I value being part of something that improves people's experiences. I'm also impressed by Allegiant's growth while keeping a friendly, team-focused culture. For me, working somewhere that values both operational excellence and human connection is important. I want to contribute to a team where every role, from check-in to arrival, matters in creating a smooth, safe, and enjoyable trip for passengers. Allegiant's commitment to innovation, teamwork, and service aligns perfectly with my own work style. I see this as an opportunity to grow, use my skills to make a difference, and represent a brand that travelers trust and appreciate. Question number 7. Why did you select your major, and do you believe you made the correct decision? This question helps them understand your decision-making process and how your education fits into your career. Even if your major isn't directly related to aviation, highlight transferable skills. Show how the knowledge and habits you developed apply to Allegiant's work environment. End by confirming that it was the right decision because of the lasting value it's brought to your career. I chose my major because it matched my interests and the skills I wanted to develop. I've always been drawn to problem solving, communication, and understanding how systems work, so it felt like a natural choice. My studies taught me to think critically, work in teams, and manage my time effectively, skills that apply directly to working in aviation. Over time, I've realized that the ability to adapt quickly, process information under pressure, and collaborate effectively is just as important in a flight environment as in a classroom. Even though my career path has taken me in new directions, the foundation I built during my studies has been invaluable. At Allegiant, I would use these same skills to help ensure operations run smoothly, communicate clearly with both passengers and team members, and adapt quickly to changing situations. I believe choosing this major was the right decision because it gave me tools I can apply anywhere, especially in a fast-paced, customer-focused industry like air travel. Question number 8. What do you know about Allegiant Air? Interviewers ask this to see if you've done your research and truly understand the company you're applying to join. They want to hear more than generic facts. They're looking for signs that you know Allegiant's mission, values, and what makes it unique in the airline industry. A strong answer will combine key company facts with why those facts matter to you as a candidate. You don't need to recite their entire history, but you should show familiarity with their business model, service approach, and company culture, ending with why this information excites you about the opportunity makes your answer even stronger. From my research, I know that Allegiant Air is a US-based ultra-low-cost airline that focuses on connecting travelers to leisure destinations, often through non-stop routes that larger carriers may not offer. Founded in 1997, Allegiant has built a unique business model that keeps costs low while still maintaining a strong commitment to safety, efficiency, and customer service. The airline operates from smaller and mid-sized cities to popular vacation spots, making air travel more accessible and affordable for many passengers. I've also learned that Allegiant's growth strategy includes expanding routes, offering vacation packages, and providing additional travel services, which shows its focus on giving customers a complete travel experience. What really stands out to me is the company's team-oriented culture, emphasis on operational reliability, and dedication to making every passenger feel welcome. Knowing this, I'm even more excited about the opportunity to be part of a team that helps people reach the destinations and experiences that matter most to them, while contributing to Allegiant's reputation for affordable, enjoyable travel. Question number 9. Why did you leave your previous employer? Interviewers want to see that you can speak about past job changes professionally and without negativity. Keep your answer focused on growth, new opportunities, and alignment with Allegiant's culture and values. Avoid criticizing your former employer. Show that the move is about moving towards something better, not just away from something. I decided to leave my previous position because I was ready for new challenges and opportunities to grow in a different environment. I learned a lot in that role and am grateful for the experiences and relationships I built there. However, I reached a point where I wanted to be in a more dynamic, customer-focused setting that offered variety and the chance to work closely with a team toward a shared mission. Allegiant's focus on safety, teamwork, and creating memorable travel experiences is exactly the kind of environment I'm looking for. I'm motivated by the idea of working in aviation, where every day is different and requires adaptability, cooperation, and strong service skills. I see this move as a step toward a role where I can make a bigger impact, develop new abilities, and contribute to an organization that connects people with the places and moments that matter most to them. Before we continue, I just want to take a moment to thank you for watching this video. You can download a copy of these interview questions and answers in PDF format by clicking on the link below and supporting my channel by making a minimum donation of $3. Your support allows me to keep creating valuable content to help you pass your interview and land your dream job. Thanks for your support and appreciation. Question number 10. What are your long-term career goals? Interviewers want to know if you have ambition, but also flexibility. At Allegiant, they value employees who want to grow within the company and contribute consistently over time. Avoid giving an overly specific role or timeline. Focus on growth, learning, and impact. Show that you're motivated to stay in the airline industry and be a long-term asset. My long-term career goal is to keep developing my skills so I can take on roles with more responsibility and a greater impact. I'm focused on working in environments where teamwork, adaptability, and customer service are essential. Over time, I'd like to become someone my colleagues rely on for problem solving, leadership, and guidance. While I'm open to how my career evolves, I'd ideally like to stay within the airline industry because it offers variety, challenge, and opportunities to grow every day. Allegiant's commitment to promoting from within is something I value, and I'd like to earn that growth by proving my dedication and performance. Whether that's mentoring new team members, leading projects, or helping improve processes, my focus will always be on making a positive difference. I see my career as a journey of constant learning and contribution, and Allegiant feels like a place where that journey could be both exciting and rewarding. Question number 11. What are your strengths and weaknesses? They want to see self-awareness and honesty. Choose strengths that match Allegiant's needs and a weakness that won't hurt your ability to perform the job. Show how you're actively improving in your weaker area. Keep your tone positive and solutions focused. One of my strengths is my ability to stay calm and organized under pressure. I'm good at prioritizing tasks, communicating clearly, and ensuring important details are not missed. I also work well in a team, which helps me build strong cooperation and avoid misunderstandings. For a weakness, I've sometimes taken on too many responsibilities at once because I like helping wherever I'm needed. While this comes from a positive place, I've learned that overcommitting can affect focus. To improve, I've started using planning tools, setting limits, and organizing my time more effectively so I can give my best effort to each task. This change has helped me work more efficiently and keep quality high. At Allegiant, these strengths and my commitment to improving would help me manage multiple priorities while ensuring safety and service standards are consistently met. Question number 12. Tell me about a failure and what lesson you learned from it. This question tests your ability to take responsibility and learn from mistakes. Choose an example where you show accountability and end with a clear lesson. Keep it professional. Don't share a failure that would cause doubt about your ability to do the job. In one project, I underestimated the time needed to complete a series of tasks. As the deadline approached, I had to rush to finish, and while I met the deadline, I knew the quality could have been better with better planning. I took responsibility for the oversight and reviewed my process to see what I could change. I realized that breaking work into smaller steps, setting mini deadlines, and checking progress regularly would help prevent similar situations. Since then, I've built more buffer time into my schedules and made a habit of adjusting early if things fall behind. This has improved both my results and my ability to work under pressure without sacrificing quality. At Allegiant, where timing and safety are critical, this lesson would help me maintain high standards while keeping operations on track. Question number 13. How would other people describe your work ethic? They want to know how others view your reliability, consistency, and dedication. Use feedback you've actually received and connect those qualities to Allegiant's needs. Show that your approach helps the team succeed. Colleagues often describe me as reliable, consistent, and willing to go the extra mile to get things done right. I've built that reputation by always following through on commitments and treating every task as important. In past roles, I've been the person teammates turn to when things get busy or challenging because they know I'll step in and help without hesitation. I also try to keep a positive attitude, even in high-pressure situations, because it helps the whole team stay focused. Feedback I've received often mentions my calmness under stress and my ability to keep operations moving smoothly. At Allegiant, I know this work ethic would help keep flights running on time, passengers satisfied, and the crew supported. I believe consistency is just as important as speed, especially in a safety-sensitive industry like aviation. Question number 14. Tell me about a time you had to make a quick decision without full information. They want to know if you can make confident, smart decisions under pressure. Show that you think through options. Choose the safest or most effective one and adjust as needed. Relate your example to a fast-paced environment like aviation. In one situation, a customer's booking issue came up just before a deadline, and there wasn't enough time to gather every detail. I quickly reviewed the information I did have and considered the possible outcomes of each option. I chose the solution that addressed the customer's needs while keeping operations on track. As the situation unfolded, I made small adjustments to improve the result. The customer was satisfied, and the process continued without disruption. This taught me that in urgent situations, the goal is to make the best decision possible with the information available while minimizing risk. At Allegiant, I would use this same approach: act quickly, communicate clearly, and adjust as needed to maintain both safety and service standards. Question number 15. Describe any difficult situation, your actions, and the outcome. This is a STAR method question. They want to see a clear example of your problem solving and impact. Choose a scenario where your actions led to a measurable or noticeable positive result. Recently, my team faced a last-minute change in procedures just before an important deadline. The change created confusion and could have caused delays. I quickly called a short team meeting to review the updates, reassign roles, and clarify the most urgent tasks. By reorganizing our approach and focusing on priorities, we were able to keep things moving efficiently. I also checked in with individual members during the process to address questions and prevent bottlenecks. We met the deadline and received positive feedback for our quick adaptation. The experience reinforced that clear communication and rapid coordination can turn potential setbacks into successes. At Allegiant, these same skills would help keep flight operations smooth, even when unexpected changes arise. Question number 16. Describe a time you solved a problem independently. They want to see that you can take initiative and act responsibly without needing constant guidance. Pick an example where you resolved an issue effectively while keeping risk low. While working on a project, I encountered a technical issue that threatened to delay our timeline. With no one immediately available to assist, I researched solutions using company resources and narrowed it down to the safest, most effective option. I carefully tested it to ensure it wouldn't create additional problems and implemented it successfully. The project continued without delays, and my manager appreciated my quick thinking and independence. This experience showed me the importance of staying calm, assessing the situation, and acting within guidelines to find a safe, effective solution. At Allegiant, I'd apply the same approach to unexpected issues, ensuring that operations and passenger experience are never compromised. Question number 17. How do you stay organized when managing multiple projects? They want to know that you can juggle different tasks without missing deadlines or sacrificing quality. Highlight tools, systems, and habits that help you stay on track. Show that you can adapt if priorities change. I stay organized by breaking larger tasks into smaller, manageable steps and assigning clear deadlines to each one. I use a combination of digital tools and handwritten checklists to track progress and ensure nothing is overlooked. Every morning, I review my priorities so I know exactly what needs my attention first. I also leave room in my schedule for unexpected changes so I can adapt without falling behind. This method helps me manage multiple responsibilities without losing focus or quality. At Allegiant, I'd use these same habits to stay on top of pre-flight preparations, passenger needs, and coordination with other crew members, ensuring safety and service standards are consistently met. Question number 18. Tell us about a time you had to adapt quickly to change. They want to see your flexibility and problem solving under new circumstances. Aviation often involves schedule changes, weather delays, and last-minute updates. Show that you remain calm and focus on solutions. During one project, the requirements changed halfway through, forcing us to adjust everything on short notice. Instead of focusing on what had already been done, I worked on understanding the new priorities and reorganizing my tasks. I communicated the changes to my team and created a plan to meet the updated goals without wasting time. It was challenging, but by staying positive and flexible, we completed the project successfully, and the changes actually improved the final outcome. This taught me that adaptability isn't just about reacting, it's about making the most of new situations. At Allegiant, I'd apply this mindset to keep operations running smoothly no matter what changes come our way. And finally, here's the last question. Question number 19. Do you have any questions for me or for us? Interviewers ask this to see if you're truly engaged in the opportunity and to get a sense of what matters most to you as a candidate. It's your chance to show curiosity, preparation, and a desire to succeed if hired. Strong candidates ask questions that reflect an understanding of the company's values, culture, and goals, rather than focusing on pay, vacation, or perks at this stage. Think of it as a way to gather valuable insights while leaving a strong final impression. Having 3 to 4 thoughtful questions ready ensures you'll still have something meaningful to ask, even if some are covered earlier in the interview. Yes, I do. Thank you for asking. First, in your experience, what qualities or habits make someone not just successful, but truly stand out in this role at Allegiant? I'd also like to learn more about the training process. What does onboarding look like for new team members, and how do you ensure they feel confident and supported during their first few months? From a teamwork perspective, how do flight crews, ground staff, and operations work together to solve unexpected challenges while keeping passengers safe, informed, and comfortable? I'm also curious about the company's growth. Are there upcoming initiatives or service expansions you're particularly excited about? Lastly, what is one thing you personally enjoy most about working here? I appreciate you sharing your perspective, and I'm even more enthusiastic about joining Allegiant after hearing more about how the team works and what the future holds. If you want to learn more on how to land jobs and reach your career goals, don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell notification button to get new videos every single week. Also, don't forget to hit that like button because that motivates me to keep doing what I do. Stay safe, keep smiling, and good luck.